Hello everybody, welcome to another installment of the Sprash HD weekend racing event. Today we have Spyro block, we have 2 Any best of 5 between two very prolific Spyro 2 runners, SirRandyBobandy and Groxu. It's going to be a really fun event, and on commentary I have Night Shift and Dylan J. Fox. I'll pass it over to them to explain a bit about themselves. We'll start with Dylan first, and then they can introduce the runners for today.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dylan J. Fox. Today I will be one of your two color commentators for this best of 5 relay race, not relay race, just race, between Randy and Groxu. It's about to be a good time. Groxu is the clear favorite to win here. I'm gonna put my name in the hat saying Groxu is definitely gonna win this. RandyBobandy doesn't stand a chance. Night Shift, it's your turn.
Hi, I'm Night Shift, famed 40-year runner of Spyro 2 Reignited, and as for a name I'd put in the hat, I'm feeling Randy on this one. How are you guys feeling, Randy and Roxy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully I win. I've been running this category for a year now, over a year. So.
Yeah, like I can say that I'm going to lose. Yes, thank you.
The thing is, it's like both of us could win because there's just a lot of very, very difficult levels in this run that could just completely destroy us. Like if you take like 3 tries to get Magma Cone, like if you take extra damage somewhere, like you have to go right back to the start of it. If you miss like the first climbless jump, there's like 25 seconds gone. If you miss 2 double hits or a double hit, there's like 20 seconds. Like there's a lot of time loss to be had, so yeah, it's really up in the air.
Today you're doing a different route from the normal run to try and eliminate as much RNG as possible. Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, so there's basically, for this run, there's 2 kind of big, kind of pseudo RNG things. One of them is RNG and one of them's sort of not, but we don't really understand it yet. But one of them is wrong warp, which happens after the 3rd level, but we're just gonna not do the wrong warp because what the wrong warp does is it skips buying swim. But there's another way where we do a wall glide to skip buying swim, which is definitely a lot better because it's a lot more consistent and doesn't rely on us hitting a frame perfect pause. And later in the run, the like kind of final glitch of the game is to get level storage where we store speedway powers so we can just fly to Ripto. Normally in regular runs we just kind of go and hope that we get the one speedway we do, which is Metro, but for this race Groxu and I have agreed to do Icy as well, to show off Icy and just kind of make it so if we get Icy, it's not, we don't have to reset our game in between runs and stuff. So should be fun.
Well, are you all set up, you two?
Alright, if both runners are set up, we'll be going in the comms channel. I'll be giving them the countdown. If you guys,
I'm all good.
Yeah, if the runners want to mute or switch VC.
You get ready?
Have to get back to the title screen.
Yep. Alright, I'll be giving the runners the countdown in the comms channel, and then we will begin. Alright, eyes on the comms channel will be beginning shortly.
Do you want to go to the other room, Groxu?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Alrighty, well, we're just waiting on that comms, and we're gonna get started in just a moment. Here we have 3, 2, and 1. And boys should be off to the races in just a moment here. They're taking a second. Randy started first. Groxu.
Groxu. Foot on the pedal. And he's off.
Okay. Alright, there he goes. A little bit of a delayed start there.
God bless the loadless timer.
God bless loadless, yes. So, we have probably the single best level in all of Spyro 2 to start off with, Glimmer. Known well for its resets. If you guys are a fan of literally any category in Spyro 2 Reignited, or maybe even OG. Specifically probably Hundo and OG, but here we're going to see them both employ a strat that was discovered by Groxu, where you just, instead of doing the torch jump, you just jump right across. Makes it a nice quick level, and yeah, pretty much out of there in about 40 seconds. Ooh, Groxu missing.
This trick can only be achieved with the 90 minutes. Basically, if you keep your game open for 90 minutes, Spyro will actually achieve higher jumps. And he's going for a backup here, but he's not quite landing it.
I don't think he's. I don't know what he's doing actually. I believe that's like an alternate strat where you can go up. He found it a while ago, but I haven't seen him actually
He's
try
really
doing the run.
struggling to get across this bridge here.
He might have to pay money bags. Who knows? If he pays money bags, I'm actually going to gift this channel 5 subs. If he
Well,
pays for money bags.
We did call this a high reset level, and Groxu sure is proving it now.
Randy's already in Idle Springs. Groxu is literally just here on the. Oh no, dude. Oh,
Groxu.
Groxu, please. Just do the jump. What are you doing? Alright, Randy picking up a couple of gems. We're going to see him do like a little bit of gem collecting in the early game. Because we're doing Climbless, you save an extra 500 gems compared to what some interpretations of this run is. You end up saving just a lot more gems, really. Talking to Zoe, we love Zoe, don't we?
We stand Zoe. You'll see Randy picking up a certain amount of fodder throughout these levels, and that's to manipulate it so you get a life in Crush, so you can survive while damage abusing at the same time.
Yeah. It's a way to kind of fail-safe yourself in case you don't get any double hits. If you get a single double hit, it kind of works out regardless of if you have the right fodder number or not, but it's kind of a good fail-safe just to make sure your fodder are good. Ooh, missing that jump, Randy does. Okay, Grox is now on the same level as Randy. Randy is struggling.
This jump was also discovered fairly recently, right?
It's been known for a while. I believe House was the first person to really be doing it in runs. But it's a fairly, I would say, overall recent inclusion to being a mainstay in 2NE, I would say. It's kind of a needed jump because it saves around, I want to say, 8 seconds in this level.
Yeah, it's just for the guy to open the door, as you see here. Takes a few seconds doing that, but that bypasses that completely.
Yep. All right, Flaming the Idol. One thing I was going to point out that Randy did is he run up against this wall, right? It seems really weird. Why would you run up against that wall? What that does actually is it sets the idol that's inside on a different trajectory. So you can hit him a bit earlier, and the guy with the hammer can get to the door sooner, meaning that you can just kind of get through this next room really, really fast.
Let's see if Groxu can land this first time. Yep, there we go. Perfect. He's pulling back a bit of time here.
Yeah, considering that glimmer, I'm actually surprised that he was, well, he's only behind, probably still behind about like 20 to 30. Oh, actually, he's behind way more. I forget that loadless is a thing. I'm like looking at RTA wise.
You see Randy's going to do a perfect hover up here onto the statue, and then another one up here, and that essentially bypasses the entire level. You're saving a good 30 seconds by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's
Very
going to
nice.
straight into the talisman room. Do you want to talk about what 2NE would usually do here?
Yeah, so typically 2NE, you're gonna use the guidebook to Summer Forest. So you would then go into the Glimmer portal and pause on the frame you enter the portal to do what's called Wrong Warp. What this trick does is it gives you a chance to go outside to Ocean Speedway. Oh, Groxu's going for the, he's going for the skip. I hope he gets it.
Me too. This skip does save you time, but it's insanely hard and frame perfect to hit.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very, very difficult. But rather than doing the Wrong Warp strat, which is somewhat inconsistent, Randy's going to be doing what we call the wall glide, and he's actually doing 2 wall glides. This one that he's doing right now is actually recently discovered by Groxu, which does save a considerable amount of time if you're doing the wall glide version of the route, which some PCs just can't handle doing Wrong Warp. Like, literally, it just doesn't work.
Are you talking about yours, Dylan?
I don't want to talk about anything from experience here. Ooh, nice bonk there. Pretty nice.
Groxu really struggling with this Brother Arnie skip here.
So I do want to point out before the race, Groxu said the first of these, he was just going to completely meme. He was going to go for like literally everything he shouldn't go for. And it seems like he's finally given up on it. I'm sad to see. All right. Trying to get some nice gems there. Gonna go up to Hurricos. Very nice quick Hurricos.
If I'm not
Right down
mistaken,
the tally room.
this is the fastest level in the game in this category, right?
I think it's not the fastest split, but like in level, yeah,
Yeah.
100% is. I think the fastest split is actually still want to say it's either Glimmer or
Yeah,
if you do like the
Glimmer's
new
40
Sunny Beach
seconds long.
strats, it's pretty quick because you only get the 210s now. You can do like the wraparound in 2 any.
Yeah, and we're about to see the Sunny Beach strats.
Oh
For
baby,
Randy
we
here.
love. Alright, Groxu finally at Idle Springs. He's going to be heading into the second half of Summer Forest in a moment. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I put any money on Groxu here. I'm beginning to regret mortgaging my house for this race.
Randy's always the safe bet.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, I don't really like safe bets, you know.
True. You're a risky man.
Absolutely.
So what Randy's trying to do here, he's trying to squeeze himself between the wall and the turtle, and that's going to force him through. There we go. He's out of bounds now.
Beautiful.
And he's going to find the swim plane. There we go. And he's going to float all the way into the talisman room.
Oh, I haven't seen it where he does like this.
Me neither.
What's happening? What's
It's a
happening
weird
with this,
animation,
Spyro?
but he's in. There we go. That was very well done by Randy.
I've
First time.
actually never seen that. I don't know if that's common. I don't think that's common.
No,
Why did
I haven't seen
Groxu? Did you just see Groxu stop outside the Hurricanes
it.
portal?
Yeah, like forgot to go in.
All right. This is some interesting gameplay by Groxu, I gotta say.
Okay, now we're going to see how Randy handles a query. So there are two ways you can do it. One is faster but extremely difficult, and one takes about 5 seconds longer but is very consistent.
Mhm. I do want to point out that before the race, I was actually in a call with Randy, and first of all, he told me that Spyro 3 is a superior game to Spyro 2, and Lost Fleet's his favorite level. However, above all else, he actually came into this very confident. He was telling me he had no doubt he was going to get a nice 3-0 here, which, I mean, I know Groxu's memeing here, but I think even still, like they're pretty evenly matched. I think Randy has the experience, so I think Randy has the consistency.
Randy went for the old Aquaria there.
Yep.
Tried and trusted.
Absolutely, not the cheeky wall glide, nothing like that.
Extremely quick level there.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see how Groxu fares with the proxy. Not proxy. Squeeze proxy. I guess we can call it.
It's just a clip out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a proxy, particularly. It's something.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
Groxu's always
turtle's not
popping up.
moving for him. There we go. Can he get through? There we go.
All right, nice and quick for both of them. All right. Oh, I guess that is part of like the strat for that now. This must be recent. I actually haven't seen this. I haven't
Yeah,
watched
me
a lot of
neither.
Rennie's recent runs, but maybe I should. I'm missing stuff.
Okay, so now in Crush, on this second platform that Crush is about to run to, if you flame him just as he hits you, for some reason you'll get a phantom hit and he'll lose 2 hit points instead of just the 1. I don't think Randy quite got it that time.
Mm-hmm. Usually there's an audio cue, which unfortunately we don't actually really get to hear the audio. But more or less, you can hear if you get it, as well as you can kind of see it. But it's a lot easier to hear it than to see it, I guess. Alright, Groxu make his way to Aquaria. He's only a lot behind. Truth be told, I mean, there are a lot of variables in this category. Like, if Groxu just plays really, really well for the rest of the run, and Randy has, like, an awful time in, like, Breeze Harbor, let's say, it could very easily turn into a very close game. Or even, like, let's say Randy messed up Soul Dupe, which I don't think I've ever seen. Ooh, very quick new Aquaria skip. That was very clean.
Well, we just got to make sure he hits the pixel, otherwise you've got to do it all over again.
I forget how much I was told this saves, but it does save quite a little bit.
I think it's about 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's not no time. It's decent. Rex is definitely trying to showcase like the potential of the run. Or I would say Randy's kind of a well-oiled machine right now for this first outing.
As Dylan said earlier, a lot can change. There are a lot of difficult tricks coming up that if you fail, they lose a lot of time. Breeze in particular.
Yeah, Breeze Harbor is probably like Randy's biggest choke point in the run, I would say overall. From what I've seen of his recent runs, which, like I said, I haven't watched too many of, but I've definitely caught in some. The wall glide there's a lot of challenging parts, but we'll get to that in a little bit.
No,
Ooh, he gets...
Groxu was the one that
Ooh.
discovered double hits, so let's see if he can get a couple in this crush.
Be very nice. One thing that Randy just did there that the untrained eye would probably miss is he got an early talk on the last of those ice climbers. I forget what they're called. I call them ice climbers because it makes me think of Smash Bros. But basically, you can talk to them a little bit early, and it saves a couple seconds. It's not like too much, but it's definitely a couple seconds, which in this category does mean a lot more than you'd think.
Randy there nailing the soul dupe perfectly.
Absolutely. He once told me he was the king of soul dupes, and I should watch him after I continually failed soul dupe one day,
Yeah.
doing 40-yard runs, which is needless to say one of the many reasons why I do not run 40-yard. Anyway.
Now, what duping souls allows you to do is you're about to see a trick called height cap break, and you need 15 souls to do that. So what you do on the controller, you want to push up on the analog stick and down on the D-pad, and it tricks the game into thinking that you're facing downwards. So therefore, you bypass the height cap break.
It also depends on when you let go of the analog input. That way, it brings you up. Another quick talk on the ice climber there. Gets right into Chief Talk, Talisman, and we're out of Icy. Crystal Glacier. I always call this level Icy Peak. I always struggle with ice levels in these games.
We're not playing 3 today, anyone.
It looks a little bit like it. I don't know. Could be. It's nice to see them at least somewhat close with RTA, despite the loadless being quite the difference. I think Groxu is about a minute and a half behind, if not more.
They could all swing in this level, though. We'll see what strats Randy goes for here.
Ooh, missing the flame on that.
He's going to go for the wall glide here. This is definitely the safer option.
It's not going for anchor strats. If he went for anchor, I would have pogged.
Yeah, anchor is very difficult. And
I
here
honestly don't
you
think
just
anchor's worth.
do a series of perfect hovers, and you're basically at the end of the level in no time. There we go.
Yeah. It was actually a very, very clean breeze. Actually, probably the cleanest breeze I've seen from Randy.
Yeah, that was
ever.
very good.
Aside from maybe his world record run, which currently, if you don't know, Randy's holding the world record for Spyro 28%. With Groxu kind of hot on his heels.
Big Groxu is in third place, just behind Dr. House right now.
Yeah. The king himself. Randy repping the color of Dr. House with that blue Spyro. Anybody knows Dr. House 6 in the chat. You know he's a absolute blue Spyro mad lad. Scalos Badlands.
What color Spyro do you prefer, Dylan?
Probably red Spyro.
I don't use a color skin. I just use the OG purple. Big fan.
It's a good skin. It's a good skin. I
know Mr. Logic is a big fan of the OG skin.
Yeah, the retro one.
Retro one.
Absolutely. It's not bad looking.
Yeah, it definitely helps him out.
Yeah.
A lot of people giving me flack for retro Spyro, but it's held true so far.
It
happy
works.
days.
It works.
You take it. Alright, Randy heading up to do Metro, which, if you don't know, to do a trick later on the run called level storage, you actually need to complete at least one speedway. Like Randy said earlier, though, they're actually be completing both Metro as well as Icy Speedway. A, to eliminate the RNG, and B, because it just makes the run a bit more palatable in a race sense overall. It also lets you showcase Icy. But Randy going through Metro, looking really good so far. Very clean supercharges.
Ooh, Groxu failing the re-skip there.
He's having a bit of a howler right now.
This is only race one. It can all be turned around.
Yeah, he went for a lot of meme strats also. Like, you gotta remember that. He's trying to showcase the run for the first one. Like I said, Randy, well-oiled machine. Groxu, kind of a bit of a trick monkey, if you will.
Randy truly wants this done in 3. He's coming for blood.
Absolutely. That's what he wanted, dude. I'm telling you, he's expecting the 3-0. He wants it.
Ooh, Groxu struggling to get up there. There we go.
If you guys saw there, Randy actually got what's called the pause, where as you exit the or going to the arch, if you pause at the correct time, you can get all the gems as well as exit the level while skipping the fly animation. It's essentially what the fly skips are, or the flying animation skips are in like Spyro 1, for example. Ooh, Randy missing Climbeless. All right, it's not like too bad. It's probably about like 20-ish seconds loadless
Now
to
this-
give this another go.
Yeah, this climbless jump is another trick that requires the 90-minute jump here.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible without it.
The I think the biggest hurdle for people running to any currently is, if they are gonna do climbless, is pretty much that jump is very difficult. However, once we get into the level called Magma Cone, it becomes like crazy
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah, it was a very, very strong looking run.
Magma by far is the most difficult level in the
Yeah.
world. Because if you can get through until the very end, and if the very end bit goes wrong, you're losing like 30 seconds.
Randy going for some fun and cool Shady Oasis strats here. Missing a
Scorch.
couple jumps.
Scorch.
Oh,
Strike.
yep. Another level I confuse. Oftentimes I will do that. I'm glad you caught that for me. I think it look pretty easy actually. That wall glide that he
Randy
did,
is on fire right now.
he's actually killing it. Like he's having like a little bit of hiccups here and there, but like overall just putting together a solid run. And now let's see Groxu putting together a Metro. Ooh. I was gonna say it wasn't as clean as Randy's with some of his charges there, but then he ended up missing that worker. What? I didn't know he missed that one. Huh. All right. Ooh, he's having a tough
Ooh,
one.
Groxu, my son. Okay,
All right.
Randy now going to be heading into Fracture Hills, which for any percent is mostly an auto scroller.
Yeah, more or less. Unfortunately, we don't really have any truly optimized skips. I do know that there's a theorized way, not that's been replicated or done consistently, but where when the satyrs blow up the end of level, more or less, the rocks can hit Spyro, and actually Spyro can more or less proxy off of them, and he can be launched in the air. There is a theorized way where you fly in through the top of it because part of it isn't solid. However, it's not something that I think would ever be truly run viable. Quite like Satyrless is in OG Spyro 2, if anybody's familiar with that trick. Alright. Groxu. Let's go. He gets a first try.
Groxu putting a lot of time back there. That's about 20 seconds up.
Yeah. It's gonna take a lot more. Like if Randy has a really bad time in Magma Cone, that's where I could really see this turning around.
Definitely.
Like if he fails it about twice, I would say it would put Groxu at least in contention for catching up. But we'll see.
Randy collecting the final Satyr there, allowing him to run straight to the Talisman Room and get out of the level.
Really quick, I want to give a shout out to Spyro community legend Skeletal Remains, absolute king Chad Madlad in the chat here. Just
Shout out to everyone in the chat right now.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Alright.
now it's time for Randy to face Magma Cone. A lot of skips in here.
Yeah. This level in regular any percent without climbless is, is not really too difficult. Like there are a couple of challenging things. You have a wall glide. You can also do the first skip that he's actually going to do a Magma Cone anyway. We'll see that in a moment here when he goes into the level. I'll talk about it a bit more. It's just a lot of challenging platforming, truly, and there's a lot of like sparks management that even goes into Magma Cone because you practically need a gold sparks to actually, do the trick, which we'll see in a moment. You're gonna see him get these two enemies off the start. You need these because you need the fly power up because you do not have climb. So otherwise, how do you get to the top? Yep, Randy making sure he gets back to gold sparks. Like I say, needs it. Ooh, Invisibonk. We're playing Crash Team Racing Nitro Field right there with that Invisibonk.
Randy nailing these. Can he hit this?
Yeah, he'll be fine, I think,
There
with
we
this
go.
one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, he's just got the damage boost to go. He's going for it.
1, 2, 3. Oh, and he gets the nice-
Beautiful. Absolutely perfect.
if it weren't for that jump they missed in the beginning of
Randy's
on
on
him
a
playing.
very good run right now.
Yeah, this is a crazy good run actually. Yeah, Randy's insane. I 100% agree with you in the chat. 100% Gaffy. All right.
I believe we have
I
the biggest auto scroller level up next in Shady Oasis.
Oh baby, we love Shady Oasis. Honestly,
We stand Shorty.
we do. Shorty is probably the single greatest NPC in Spyro history. Second only to the egg thieves in Enter the Dragonfly who talk to you. For whatever reason, for some reason they talk in that game. I'm trying to think of the one from the first homeworld, but the name is evading me.
I don't want to think about it.
Understandable. I oftentimes try not to think about Enter the Dragonfly, but sometimes it just ekes into my mind. Apparently, when I'm watching Spyro 2 Any%, incredible runs by Randy. Incredible run, singular.
Okay.
I don't know about Groxu's run right now. It's
Groxu is now heading into Magma Cone. Let's see if he can make up some time.
not gonna lie, my pick's letting me down. Ooh, Randy's going for Rocket Ride. Why is he? What?
Okay, Randy's. Does he need more gems for the icy maybe? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful from Randy.
Literally, he did that, I think, just for the swag. There's
He
no
just-
benefit.
Yeah, he's just flexing on us right now.
He's like, anybody running 40 Orb, anybody running Spyro 2 Hundo, missing that trick, don't worry, I'll get into any. He's actually memeing on Groxu right now. I can only imagine what's going on in their voice call.
Oh, what is Groxu doing right now?
Tell you. Oh, I think he's gonna go.
Oh,
for
he's
the...
going for this. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, Groxu. So, if you guys don't know Groxu, he's I would say a relatively recent runner overall. He's been running for about 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, maybe. But in his time, he has found so many things in Spyro 2. So many things that you can do with wall gliding. And what we just saw there was another thing he's been experimenting with. A lot of the tricks in this run are things he's just been experimenting with. He missed. So what he did there when he landed, he didn't land on the stone, he landed and auto-hovered over. So unfortunately, he didn't get to keep his sparks at gold, which you need gold sparks to do the damage boost to get to the fly power up. It's heartbreaking.
Randy about to collect the talisman in a second. Randy could very well be an icy right now, but he had to show off to everyone that rocket ride.
And I respect that,
Absolutely.
Definitely showcasing a lot of what Spyro 2 can do in Reignited.
Oh, Groxu is up.
All right. At least he didn't have too bad a time at Magma Cone. He went for some meme strats. But he's still getting out nice and clean.
I think Groxu's just given Randy a head start. He's coming for the next run, I believe. Now Zephyr here has a relatively new strat that Groxu found once again. You'll notice a theme with all of these strats.
Mm-hmm.
Can Randy land it? No, he pulled out of that one. Basically, you just want to fly around this corner and you'll land on an invisible wall and you can charge all the way to the end of the level. There we go. Beautiful.
Oh, literally picture perfect.
And that's, as you can imagine, that's a lot of time.
Absolutely.
That's
also saves you the hassle of dealing with the birds.
Absolutely.
Which is
it's been implemented in 40 Orb as well, so it's not just a 2 any strat. I don't think it is in the hundo.
I don't believe the routing would benefit from it because you need to get both of the 10 gems in that, and you can only get the one by bashing through the TNT.
Groxu here actually not going for the swag rocket ride, which is fairly disappointing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little might be unsubbing to Groxu right now on YouTube. YouTube.com /Groxu321 if you guys want to check out all of his Spyro 2 skips. If you guys want to see a bunch of cool things. He's found a lot of crazy things that like most are useless, but they look cool.
For someone that's been in the community for such a short time, he's had a massive impact on this game in particular.
Absolutely. I would say he's been like the biggest force in Spyro 2, if I'm
Oh,
honest.
for sure. For sure.
You know, maybe second to me and my exploits in Mystic Marsh, or not Mystic Marsh. What's the name of that level? Cloud Temples.
You did find that. You did.
Yeah, I did learn that you can just glide instead of jumping
Yeah.
on a tree, which
I
is
think-
probably the least impressive skip I think I could have found.
I think
But
Groxu found a new skip that makes that totally invalid. So
well,
good for
yeah,
him.
yeah, it's great. Anyway, Randy heading back to Autumn Plains. I think we're about to oh wait, no, we're not heading to level storage yet, are we? We have to go into Icy still, don't we? Yeah.
Or Logic saying we missed something that Randy did in Shady. What did we miss? Did he? Has he warped to Shady?
Yeah, he warped to Shady, that way he can go over to Icy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm showing my lack of knowledge with this particular route.
Yeah. It's I mean it's not a common route. It's literally something they're doing more or less because of they wanted to make this more fair and more enjoyable, because otherwise we would have to wait kind of 5 minutes before each run if they did end up missing
Yeah.
the level storage pause or missing Metro.
Oh, Randy missing a monster there. Gonna have to swing back for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting very close to the water there, which will make you go faster. Also very risky if you don't want to fall in.
Absolutely. Getting all the Loch Nesses, hitting the ballerinas. It's Icy is a very cool speedway to see done well. I've watched, once again we're gonna talk about the king here, the host of the event, insert Logic. I've watched him do Icy in many beautiful ways over his time doing Spyro 2 Hundo NLS, which I will say, very poggers category. I hope to see a race of that in here someday. But Randy making short work of Icy Speedway. Not too bad. Only real mistake was missing that one monster, which isn't too bad.
Just wanted to pop in and say super quick, I think we would actually want to have a 100 NLS race between Cameron and I. We both agreed on it. We just need to find the right time slot to get it done, but it could definitely be an event for the future, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
it's a brilliant category that's really blown up in popularity over recent months and weeks. Like I know Randy's starting to practice it now. I'm starting to practice it now. It looks a brilliant category, but of course it's now a non-obtainable record on it. So
What do you mean, dude? You can get there. I believe in you. Alright. Groxu paying for Icy. Heading right. That was a really weird load. Did you see that? That was like a
yeah,
it like
screen
jumped
went
him.
dark.
Yeah, that was odd.
Let's see if
Right.
Randy can get himself into whichever speedway.
Knowing Randy, there's no world where he didn't. I actually didn't see which speedway he got, but I'm almost sure he got it. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Randy, always the professional. The 2 any, pretty much GOAT, I would say. It's fair to say at this point.
He's put more time into this category than everyone else combined, I think. He's been running it fairly non-stop for the last year.
Yep. So, little trivia. Randy and I actually started running about a couple of weeks apart. We both started in 2 any. However, I've actually never had a time better than Randy, which isn't surprising. Randy's just like I said, the GOAT. There's not a better word to describe him. But he has been running this category like pretty much consistently for the better part of a year. He's consistently gotten better. His first time submitted in the category was, I believe, a 36 or something like that. His first run was around like a 50 or something. But this category, when you first start, there are a lot of challenging things. if you guys are interested in picking it up in any capacity, just be patient with it. Like, it's very brutal. There's a lot of things that'll lose you time. There's a lot of optimizations to be had. So, it just goes to show. Keep at it.
If you are interested, I know Randy has a guide on YouTube. Zik also has a guide on YouTube. So there's lots of resources out there if you're interested in learning this category. Randy now on the first phase of Ripto, which can be completely bypassed by the supercharge from level storage, so you don't have to go around collecting orbs.
Oh, 100 with a fake throw right there. He was warming his arm up, as Logic would say. We're hoping for a blue orb here. I think Randy's going to wait. Yeah, he's going to wait. Hopefully get a blue orb, nice and close to Ripto. Go for a one cycle, as we like to call it. Fortunately gets the green, but he's going to be able to clean this up with probably about 5 or 6 hits. Maybe 7. We'll take 6. Make it a nice quick 2 cycle. Hopefully Hunter drops in that next orb pretty quick.
He's going to drop it on Ripto. No, he's not. Oh, there we go. He got the blue. One cycle too late, but...
Yeah, so Gaffy, what happens is he dropped the blue right as Randy went to go hit Ripto for the last time. So unfortunately that blue despawned when it moved into the second phase. Those don't stay as sad as it is. I'm very happy to say that despite them also doing Icy Speedway, neither of their runs are actually going to beat my 2NE PB, which would have been very demoralizing.
We're now going to see Groxu getting into Ripto with another height cap break, similar to the one in Crystal Glacier.
And he putting together a really nice phase 3. I just want to compliment that. It's something you don't really see. Oh wait, what just happened?
He's lost him.
Ooh,
there we go.
Ripto went a very weird way.
Randy takes game 1.
All right.
Groxu really struggling to get this height cap.
Like I said a moment ago, one of the hardest parts of 2NE, or like the hardest part of 2NE, is like how many tricks are very volatile, very difficult. Height cap, when you're first doing the run, is very difficult for like no reason. Like for like exactly like the reasons that you're seeing on screen. Groxu actually gets the recovery, where you can actually clip through that small part of the castle, which is very nice. It's a very good backup.
Can we get some predictions in chat? Who is Randy going to pull from Tunnel of Love?
It's gonna be the Yeti.
Fawn. I believe in the Fawn.
Gotta be. Groxu having his Ripto fight. Ooh, Shaman Tuck. Groxu gonna hope, much like Randy did for a blue orb. It's a green. Very far away too. See, the thing with this boss fight, especially in phase 2, is you really want the orbs to be somewhat near Ripto, because especially if it's a green or a blue, because greens, like, they don't travel very far, so you actually have to move in to hit. Groxu's still probably gonna put together 4 or 5 hits. Yeah, 5 hits. Not bad. Fortunately, neither of them got a chance at a one cycle, but we move. Randy doing all of he might be able to finish all of Dragon Shores.
Yeah, Groxu now heading into phase 3 of Ripto.
Truth be told, despite the time being at 24:09 loadless, that was a very hot run from Randy. You have to account for the fact he did Icy. Like,
yeah,
that Icy without that, it's probably like a 22:30.
The only major mistake I saw Randy make was failing on the climb. Let's skip once, but other than that, it was a very solid run.
Yeah.
Groxu about to finish here with the last hit on Ripto, if he can get it before he flies around the castle. There we go.
Very nice.
Groxu with a 27-29.
Like we said at the start, or like throughout the race pretty much, Groxu kind of treated that one as like a little bit of an exhibition, show off a little bit of the cooler aspects of the category, some of the neater things you can do. This time, however, I'm expecting a much closer race between the two of them.
Absolutely.
What do you think about game 1, Night Shift?
I thought very good, very solid from Randy. Other than obviously the climb of skip, and then he went for a bit of a meme in Shady with a rocket ride. That was
Yeah.
basically the best run you could have hoped for from Randy.
I actually forgot he went for the rocket ride. This is another
Yeah.
thing. This realistically could have been like a 22 to like low 22, 21 pace for Randy if he didn't fail the climbless jump as well as doing the rocket ride.
Now I'm very excited to see what Groxu will do in this second game here. If he'll stay going for the more difficult strats, or whether he'll really try and take it to Randy.
I think he'll employ some of them, but I think a lot of them he will omit.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't see him doing Brother Arnie skip this time.
I kind of want to see him nail that. Just
That would be
imagine the
nice.
scenes.
Limbs.
Absolutely.
Style points is still a valid point counter in the
I agree.
in this race marathon, so you never know. The runners will be taking a very small break, but in that meantime, we can continue discussing. As you guys said, I think Grox is going to take a more safe approach to the second race. Do you think we might be seeing a game 4 or even a game 5 today, boys?
Absolutely. I know Groxu was on a world record pace this morning until he lost it to Icy, so he definitely has the capability to beat Randy in the best of 5 setting.
Mm-hmm. What
I think
about you,
there's
Dylan?
I think there's definitely a world where we see a game 4, a game 5. However, my pick of Groxu, I like to see him win. I like to see him pull it out. You know, I'd like to say he's the underdog here, despite him being the Wonder Boy, if you will.
I mean, as we said, there are a lot of tricks in this category that are so volatile that getting one wrong can lose you the entire race.
Yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
very difficult to call.
A common trend in the events is that the underdogs normally put up a good fight, and I think a majority of the time they've won.
Yeah.
So might have a repeat today, which would be very exciting to see.
For sure. Oh, we're seeing Groxu go for. Oh, I thought he actually got it. He's going for what's called a what we're theorizing as the only way to clip in a gulp, where you can actually clip through this part of the castle, and you can go through the level. It's just kind of a meme thing I think he's doing right now, while Randy's taking a moment probably, and Groxu has to still deload his level storage. That way they can continue on to the next run. Looks like he's going to do that now. But I definitely think we could see a game 5. I think we could see a game 4. I don't know. It's hard to say because I do think Randy is like the single most consistent and capable 2-any runner. Because I've seen a lot of 2-any runners that like just put together reasonable runs, but Randy puts together solid to really good runs almost every time.
Absolutely.
So
And we're
hard to
about
bet
to
against
see him hop into game 2 here.
right. Randy just started the game. Ooh.
Yep.
Looks like Grox is on his way now. Hopefully this is just an overall like more close race. Hopefully we see him at the same level a lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
All right. It's really underappreciated, but those early gem pickups from both of these guys, like literally, it's just perfect. Like, there's so many ways you can take those turns a little bit wider. Oh, Groxu missing that. That's heartbreaking. It's okay. Whoa, he's going for. See, I don't agree with this. I don't agree that this is a.
Is there
the
any
ideal
reason
thing
why
to
he
be
can't
doing.
just run across the bridge again?
There's absolutely none, but I think he's going for like a little bit of swag points there.
Well, he didn't lose as much time as he did in the last run, so
Absolutely
still
not.
a swag.
He's gonna exit before a minute, but now he's gonna be over a minute. I forgot you had the second dialogue box there. I thought you just went through. It's over a minute. Randy entering Idle Springs. Well, Groxu still exiting. But as we've said many a time, there are many a trick where the entire run is in jeopardy at most of any moment. So we could always see Randy throw a level, throw like a little bit in a level, Groxu catch up. And I'd even say overall Groxu has a lot more potential to pull back than Randy. So I think when Randy does get behind, typically in runs, I'm just speaking from what I've seen of him in the past, he tends to kind of spiral a little bit. Whereas Groxu, I feel like he just continues playing. So Groxu being behind, I don't think he thinks too much of it. I think he's like, all right, we're going to refocus. We're going to get through the rest of the run. So I think that's definitely something that's going to play into Groxu here and how he comes back.
He's got a very good mindset. Randy getting caught by the Zoe dialogue box there for a second. But he makes this jump first time in this race.
Very nice. Truth be told, a lot of these things that the runners are doing, like specifically that jump that Randy just did, makes it look trivial, right? Looks super easy. I actually forgot he missed that twice at the start of the run last time.
I think Groxu's missing it now. It's definitely not an easy jump.
Yeah. Requires a very precise hover, a very good line, and also requires you not to get hit by the idol there. There are a lot of factors that go into it that you just don't think of. Right, Randy, very hot start. Very, very hot start. Will we see Randy go for Brother Arnie skip?
I
Maybe.
can't imagine it.
Sad. Heartbroken even. It's actually really awesome that Brother Arnie skip exists in any capacity in this game. If any of you guys watched OG Spyro 2 14 Talisman runs, which is essentially what Spyro 2 Any percent is in Reignited, you'll know there actually is a Brother Arnie skip there too, where you clip around in through like the idol's nose, more or less. Actually, more through like the side of the face into like where the nose is. And it's very reminiscent seeing that skip. Unfortunately, now the runner's going for it here. It does break my heart a little bit, but we move. We continue moving.
Yeah, this one's a lot closer. They're still on the same level. And he's gone.
How could Randy do this? How could he leave Groxu behind like this?
The Randy left at 309. Let's see how far Groxu is behind.
About 20, I would say. It's gonna a little more actually.
Yeah. It's over 20 seconds behind, so easily catch upable.
Yeah. All it takes is Randy missing that jump again in Autumn Plains.
You know, Randy's
Ooh.
really struggling with this wall glide here. This
even
could
this.
definitely be Groxu's opportunity to catch up.
I could be misspeaking here, but I believe Randy's actually starting a little bit too far forward, and that's where he's running into a bit of an issue, but recovers it, pulls it back.
Yeah, Groxu starts from very far back here.
Yeah. I believe it's a bit easier to gain the height, and you don't have to tap in as often as Randy was. But it's all up to preference. As long as you make it, that's the important part. Groxu also struggling. This is unfortunate. This is actually a very good opportunity for him to catch up. But might have pulled back a couple seconds, but definitely not as much as he could have. Makes it up there. That wall glide also is a little bit volatile. Oh, hold on. Oh, he's going for the button skip. Let's go.
I've never seen that before. That was crazy.
That's actually a very recent addition. I know he mentioned it to me recently, Groxu did. The only reason I don't think that that's worth it is strictly because you skip out an extra 20 gems there. However, I mean, listen, you skip a button. And if Groxu thinks that's worth it, he's wrong. But, you know, we move. Anyway, Randy's out Hurricos. Groxu's having a very nice Hurricos. That was super clean.
Very smooth from Groxu.
Usually you see people make it up to that little pillar that sticks out and goes back in and out with a little bit of a hover, but he kind of just got right up on there. It was really nice. Groxu behind about, give or take, 20 seconds still. A little bit more than 20, actually. I think he lost a little bit of time on that wall glide compared to Randy. Thought maybe he might have been able to pull a little bit back, but
Okay, depending on how well the turtle plays ball, we could see some time switches here.
Yeah, right. Groxu's about buying about 23 seconds,
Oh,
give or take.
Randy threw straight away there, very quick. Oh, it's the roll that makes
Yeah.
you.
That's really interesting.
I
I
guess
wonder
that's
why it does that.
just a swag strat. I can't imagine it saves any time.
I believe it does. It seems like you're moving a lot quicker than when you were just like paddling as like you normally would.
Oh, maybe.
Like if you look at the speed on Groxu here, I think he'll do the same strat here. That paddle looks pretty slow, but when he does this, it
Oh,
looks like
yeah,
he's
he's-
going quite a bit faster.
He's zooming now. Okay.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Oh. Oh, Groxu. That's
Groxu.
highly unfortunate. All
That
right,
is-
so this is
Very unlucky.
yeah. That's probably about another 15. I would say 15, 20 maybe. But hey, he gets an extra 2 gem there. That's probably worth, right?
Sure.
So he entered at 535 Aquaria for Randy. Grabs a sheep. Wants to make sure he's on gold sparks for Crush.
Let's see if he can nail that invisible pixel first time. Look at that. Beautiful stuff from Randy there.
I 100% agree with you, Chanel. These boys are crazy good. Randy's actually on a super hot pace. I know Randy probably has one of the most consistent early games in 2NA. He's honestly always on about like a -17 pace heading into Crush. Then he ends up losing quite a bit of time to Crush because of the double hits, unfortunately, but
Yeah,
Groxu going the safe way here.
if there's one thing that Groxu has over Randy, it's that he's very consistent with getting double hits on Crush. And you can get a maximum of 2, and they say 10 seconds each. So if he hits both, that's 20 seconds he's pulled back.
Yeah. Also, I did want to mention Groxu's behind about 50 seconds here currently with all the things that he's unfortunately had trouble with so far.
Yeah,
But,
that Sunny Beach really took the wind out of his sails there.
Yeah. He's had quite a bit of trouble with like a couple of different things. As both of us have said many a times, volatile like aspects are all over this run. Like there's so many things that are just so punishing. Especially when you're just trying to save an extra second or two. All right.
Right, let's see if Groxu can get this first double hit here.
It'll be a very big swing. Very good momentum swing heading into the second hub. Honestly, speedrunning, I would say it's about 50% skill, 20% luck, and 30% momentum. And what I mean by momentum is when you're feeling hot, when you're playing hot, you're always on the up and up. You're almost always ready to PB, almost ready to have a sick
Randy
run.
got 2 double hits there?
Wait, did Randy get 2? I didn't see that. I was paying attention to
I know
Groxu.
he got
I was trying to
one.
see if he got one.
That is massive for Randy.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I believe SirRandyBobandy might be on world record pace. I know he said he might. I don't think he's going to change his mind. But I wouldn't be too surprised if he doesn't do Icy Speedway and he actually just goes the route of doing
Randy's
it.
floating there.
That was weird. If he goes the route of just doing Metro and kind of saying, screw it, I'm going for a world record.
Yeah. No,
Couldn't really fault him if he does.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know. It could all go terribly wrong.
Alright, so we're on the Crush defeated screen for Groxu, and it seems like he's having a bit of a rough one in this game too. But who knows? Randy nailing Soul Dupe, as always. King of Soul Dupe here. Yeah, I'm definitely down for Randy to go for War here.
For sure.
100% if he gets to the point where he can.
We'll see how his Breeze and Magma goes, because they're the two that can definitely ruin your day.
One thing that we're not really taking as much time to appreciate from the runners is the fact that they're both taking exceptionally optimal lines. Like, there are such things as unoptimal lines and unoptimal jumps and speedrunning. And neither runner is taking, I would say, anything unoptimal aside from, you know, a few mistakes here and there, which unfortunately just happen.
These two put a lot of time into this game. They know it essentially inside out. All their movement is, I wouldn't say perfect all the time, but definitely as close as you can get to it most of the time.
Yeah, 100%.
Top 3 movement, you might say.
Top 3 movement in the game. Shouts to Cameron Vangans.
Randy going for the wall glide and Breeze hit.
Come on. Oh, he nails it.
Beautiful. Was there any doubt?
No, absolutely none. I've never doubted Randy in my life, aside from at the start of this set of runs. A little bit of messy movement there, heading up onto the ship, but cleaned up pretty nicely. Maybe lost him a second compared to what he could have saved. Ooh, almost didn't guidebook there. He went to go exit level.
Hey, Groxu is starting to slip behind now. He's a full level behind now, basically.
Well, Breeze is a pretty quick level overall if they get the wall glide, so I don't think it's as bad.
I wonder if we could see Groxu going for the anchor here.
Maybe. I mean, he needs to go for something.
Yeah,
oh,
he's
you said it.
He's
You said it,
going
and
for
he does it. Groxu being one of the only runners I've seen get this multiple times in a row.
Look at that.
And Jesus,
is
he
beautiful.
gets it.
That
That looks so much easier when he does it, but I promise you it's not.
That is probably one of the hardest tricks in the game.
I would definitely rate it up there. It's definitely some of the most challenging platforming by far. Truly, we're seeing some good stuff.
That has pulled a lot of time back for Groxu.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's Metro time for Randy here.
I mean, with where Grox's at in the run, he needs to start pulling something back. I don't know what he needs to do to pull it back, but he needs to go.
I think he might need to rely on Randy making a mistake.
Definitely, because Randy is, like I said just before, he is on a pace that is world record potential. His early game was basically flawless. His crush was as perfect as it can get. Everything else has been by pretty much textbook.
Yeah, his Metro's going very well so far. He hasn't had to turn around for anything.
I've watched Randy do Metro.
Oh,
that was scary.
I really
That's
told you
fine.
soon there.
I was about to say, I've seen Randy do Metro hundreds on hundreds of times. Many times I've just sat in a call with him and we'd both be practicing Metro, and his Metros are almost always just magnificent to watch. That was a very rare exception where he gets the pause. Oh, Randy. He's so good.
Okay, let's see if Groxu can replicate that.
Hopefully for Groxu we can get a nice.
Yeah, I'd love to
Maybe
see
a
it
nice
close
one.
race. I'd like to see it go down to the Rip though.
Yeah. It's definitely possible with the runners we have here, but I think for this run, Randy's feeling himself. I don't know. Oh, he gets it. He didn't make the same mistake as last run. This run, I don't think he's gonna go for the scorch strats here. He might, but I know he views them as a little bit of a potential run killer. He might go for it anyway, though. Who knows?
Is he feeling brave today?
No, he's not. He's going the regular way. No, he's going.
No, he's not. He's going for it.
Oh, he's actually nuts.
Oof.
I respect this. This is very out of character for Randy. I'm used to seeing him play it safe.
He's feeling himself today.
Dude, he's
nailing
nailing it.
everything. He's nailing it.
he needs to keep doing this. He needs to keep the momentum going. Like I said, speedrunning, about 50% skill, 20% luck, 30% momentum. And Randy, he's like riding this wave of momentum. He's having a absolute banger of a run.
Now, if he can get through Magma with no problems, he's on for a very good run. Groxu nailing the climb skip there. Let's see if he can get the same strats Randy did. Do you know if Groxu found this scorch skip as well?
Yes, he did. He
No.
found. So there's actually another theorized skip, which I don't think he's gotten to work quite yet, which would save quite a bit more time than the current one, where you utilize a palm tree in the outside of the level. But this current one he's doing right now was found by him. I believe Cam was also helping him with it, if I'm not mistaken. Right, both runners making the skip look super easy.
They are making it look so easy, but unless you've tried it, you'll know how hard it is. Like, they're just making it look so fucking cool.
Randy hitting that Satyr. There's a pretty interesting thing that can happen with that third Satyr in particular, where if you were to flame and actually fall off that ledge, what happens is Spyro registers that there's like an invisible wall in front of him after you've fallen. It doesn't teleport you back up, and more or less, you can't move forward. There's a way to like maneuver around it.
Charging on the spot, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very strange glitch, which actually I've known has killed Randy's pace in the past. Ooh, getting hit by that bush. It's not gonna lose him too much time, but definitely a couple seconds there. Groxu just started hitting the first Satyr as Randy's finishing up the sixth. Yeah, absolutely. Like, only gets the 15, doesn't get the extra 15 behind her. Okay. We're gonna see him exit. Alright.
Okay, I've just seen Randy communicating comms that he's not going to be going for the world record. He is going to be doing icy.
What? Oh, dude, what a loser. I'm upset at him. Absolutely heartbroken by him not going for world record here. But hey, he gets consistent pace like this all the time. The crush hits are the only thing that I ever see him hiccup on, so we'll see a nice clean race then.
Absolutely.
Randy, if you'd like, I can check for you. I'll hop onto his PB really quickly while we're doing this race. If you want to cover what's going on screen, I'll check that for now.
Yep. Randy now setting up for the first part of Climb Rush in Magma Cone. He's flaming that bowl due to him being on blue sparks there. Oh, we actually missed that first one. He's going to quit and re-enter, because obviously you can't get back up there without climb. Well, that's going to lose him a bit of time as well, loading into the level.
Yeah. He also has to hit the two guys over again as well, which is another thing to point out.
Groxu is basically even with Randy now. So yeah, I think world record is definitely out of the window for Randy now.
Yeah.
I think we can hit it this second time. Yeah,
well,
there we go.
At least it died in Magma Cone.
That's where they always die.
Absolutely. It also appeared that Randy was about on pace with world record.
Okay.
So up to this point, Randy was on an absolute blistering pace.
Groxu 1, 2, 3, and he's up. Look at that.
Very clean magma cones from both runners. Truly the probably biggest choke level in this entire run. So it's good to see them both get through that without too much of a hitch.
Oh, Groxu pulling slightly ahead in the RTA here, due to Randy quitting the game instead of exiting the level. But
Actually, he's only behind 30 seconds loadless.
Yeah.
Like, that's not too much. Realistically, Groxu could just have a better, like a marginally better Ripto fight than Randy, and this could get pulled back.
Definitely.
As well as if Randy goes for the rocket ride again. Honestly, I'd like to see it for the flavor, but I doubt he will.
I don't think he's going to, knowing Groxu's on his tail.
Yeah. It's gonna depend on Icy Speedway too, because Groxu can definitely pull back a couple there. This is still anybody's game, despite
Yeah.
Randy being on a absolute baller pace.
Groxu really grew into this one after hitting the anchor skip in Breeze. That really
Yeah.
gave him the momentum he needed.
Yep. Alright. Both runners dealing with Shorty. Randy a little behind RTA, like Night Shift said a moment ago.
Unfortunately, there's not too much to talk about in this level, due to the fact that it is just an auto-scroller. You're doing a lot of standing and waiting around, as you can see here.
Mm-hmm. So a little bit of history on the run currently. So some of you may know that we recently amended the rules on the leaderboards to allow for console injector to let players skip ahead to hit the 90 minutes. That way they can do climb lists without it being too big of an inconvenience. However, before that, we obviously didn't have the advent of climb lists commonly being done in runs. It was still being done more or less as like a fringe thing. And previous to that, the world record was, I believe it was a 22:45 by Zik. If anybody knows Zik, absolute legendary SRT runner, one of the OGs. But that time, the 22:45, in the time since Randy and I / about a year ago, it's been dwindled down to about a 20:31, and it's crazy to see the evolution of this run over time, because when I first started running this category, it was pretty volatile, but I would say it's like twice to 3 times as volatile now, with like all the skips that are very easy to fail, which again, these runners are making it look trivial.
Yeah, I mean, in the past 6 months, times have gone down and down and down due to Groxu finding new skips.
There was a time, which I'm pretty sure this happens with every speedrun category in history, that 22:45 I mentioned before by Zik was thought to be unbeatable. And I believe it was actually Randy who ended up beating him for the first time, and they traded the word back and forth a little bit.
Actually, I think, was it Leo?
No, I believe it was Randy at first, and then Leo ended up grabbing it later on for a short while before House grabbed it.
Yeah, a lot of people have held were in this category. It was very contested at one point.
Mm-hmm. It was a time, dare I say, where 2NE was probably the most run category in the entire game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It was even bigger than MBS.
Yeah, which is crazy to think, because if you guys don't know, ooh, Groxu missing the Zephyr skip there. Hopefully, Randy hit it. I was gonna say, hopefully Randy misses it for Groxu's sake, but that's
Groxu just lost himself a lot of time there, I'm afraid.
yeah, he was pulling back quite a bit too, but that's unfortunate.
Oh, and he's gone again. No. He's
unfortunately getting a bit
not
rolled.
jumping quick enough.
Yeah. Groxu gonna be behind well over a minute after this level now. That's, I hate to say it, but that might be the run. Unless Randy just like fails Icy. That's pretty much all I can think of. Or fails level storage somehow. Which realistically the only way you can do that is by pressing Y. I don't know. I don't know how Groxu can pull us back now. That's very unfortunate.
Unless Randy has the worst Ripto ever seen. I can't see it happening.
Yeah, he would have to have a what we call a Cameron Vengens Ripto
Ooh.
to really
I like a nice Ripto. Maybe fall out of your chair.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright. Both runners jumping into Ripto, going to Icy for Randy. It's looking like I don't know. I really don't know what combination of things could happen for Groxu to pulse one back, but
Randy
nevertheless,
nosedive in Icy and lose a lot of time.
yeah, that's true. That's one thing that could happen. He could always go a little bit too close to water.
Okay, Randy went into ice at 19:03. So let's see when. Yeah, Groxu's about a minute and 10 seconds behind right now.
Alright. Randy making this icy look really nice. Very, very clean icy compared to his last one so far. Hopefully he gets a nice quick cleanup on all of these snowmobile boys. And I missed the one. I think you can actually recover pretty easy here. Yep. Nice and quick. Ooh, missed that one. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Definitely cleaner than his last one. Alright. Coming up here, I believe he just gets the fly skip. No, he didn't get the pause. Compared to his last one, that was about 4 seconds faster. Groxu having a bit of an interesting time navigating icy currently. Oh, it appears he taking a different route. I didn't realize he took a different route in the last run.
Yeah, 46.4. Not the worst.
Yeah. But unlike Randy, he actually didn't get a fly out skip or a not fly in skip. What's the word for it? Animation cancel. So he unfortunately is losing a bit more time compared to I think the animation takes about 4 to 5 seconds, give or take. Probably lost about 8 seconds on that split to Randy just off the speedway alone.
Okay, let's see if Randy's nailed the level storage. Groxu get the pause? No, Groxu misses the pause on the level storage. Very unlucky.
Yeah. Randy looking to be on a nice little 22 pace potentially if he gets a nice quick entry into Ripto. It'd be a late 22, but it'll be a 22 nonetheless. Which is very impressive, like I said. Or at one time, 22 was world record, 22:45.
And that was without icy.
Yep.
Okay, Groxu nailing the pause that time.
Speaking of icy, Groxu gets icy on that level storage pause.
And I know before the run that Groxu was saying he wasn't too sure how to make it back into icy if he got it in level storage. So let's see if he can get it here.
If I'm a little scared for him. Oh no. I don't think he made it in.
Randy's struggling to make it into Ripto right now.
Did he make it in? Hold on, we'll see in a moment. Just go lower, Randy. Randy, just go lower. What are you doing? I don't know what he was doing there. Groxu seems to have made it into the portal, so he's fine. We'll see here.
He got it.
Well, it appears that 22 is off the table for Mr. Bobandy.
Oh, Randy really struggling to get this height cap break right here.
Up to this point, it's been a pretty flawless run for Randy, so I'm not too surprised we're seeing at least a little bit of mistakes being made here.
RTA wise, they're now even.
Actually, this could. If Randy fails it one more time, I don't know, Groxu, never mind.
No one wants to go into Ripto today.
No, we don't want to fight Ripto. We're going to go fight Sorceress. Just load up Spyro 3 instead.
Yeah, Randy's getting in this time. There we go. Is Groxu going to make it as well? Yeah. No.
Oh my god, he falls through.
That was so close.
So unlucky. So you can actually land in the space below the Ripto point, where you can load into, the Ripto boss fight, of course. You can land below that and actually kind of hook back in by doing another height cap, but Groxu just fully missed. He just fell straight through and unfortunately died. Groxu just coming into Ripto's. Randy's on a part of phase 2. Again, hoping for that blue orb. Oh, he gets a chance.
This could be a one cycle.
His lines are pretty scuffed, but I missed it.
Just one off there.
A little too early on that last charge. If he waited just a little bit longer, he could have got that quick hit and then finished it off. But still, very nice. And very, very quick orbs from Hunters, so it wasn't really too punishing to not get the 1 cycle. Groxu just heading into phase 2. He gets a red orb just like Randy did initially. Hopefully he gets a chance at a 1 cycle himself. It'd be very nice to see at least one of these runners get a 1 cycle. I think he's gonna wait. Yeah, he wants to go for the 1 cycle. Ah, Hunter with the fake throw, warming up the arm. Oh man, heartbreaking. Not even a chance for Groxu.
Randy having a good phase 3 right now.
All right.
Ooh, Randy
how'd that not
missing
hit?
Ripto right now.
I have no idea that I didn't hit. Oh,
There we go, 24.05 for Randy.
all right.
GG's in the chat for Randy.
Absolutely. All right, Groxu, unfortunately, he's finishing up phase 3 of Ripto now, but unfortunately, currently 0-2 in this this best of 5. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to regret mortgaging my house and spending my kids' college tuition betting on this race in favor of Groxu. But we move.
Okay, 25-20. Despite how it went, only a minute and 15 behind isn't terrible.
Yeah. It's gonna take a lot for Groxu to come back, I think.
Yeah, that
Well, I
Sunny
do-
Beach really hurt him.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of factors that can go into this last potentially race here. It's gonna be scary. I honestly don't know how it's gonna go. It's
If you look at the times from Randy's last 2 races, very consistent. Only 4 seconds apart.
yeah, with Groxu getting a nice improvement. He had about a 27:15, I believe, in the first run. 25:20 is definitely better. But with all the mistakes he made, unfortunately, and all the, little things that happened, definitely can be improved. He can definitely bring this to be a bit closer.
Now, I believe we're taking a short break before the next run, but we're going to get back into it as soon as possible. We'll let the runners stretch their legs for a bit.
I want to ask, how do you boys feel about Randy pretty much being on world record pace for a good chunk of that race? How do you think he'll fare in the next races coming up?
I don't think it'll demotivate him at all. He's been on these sort of paces all the time.
Mm,
Like he's definitely used to it.
right.
It
I
was
think
just
it's
on-
gonna do the adverse. I think it's actually gonna motivate him. I
Yeah.
think he's feeling himself.
I mean, his consistency, as you guys said already, is definitely showing. The Ripto shenanigans right at the end was a bit rough on his final time, but you know what? Pretty good consistency. I'm excited to see if whether Night Shift is right or Dylan is right. I'm curious to see what kind of effect it has on Randy for the upcoming races.
I mean, he came into this race feeling confident, and the fact that he's playing as confidently as well as he is, it just tells me he's just gonna continue playing the same way.
What do you guys think of Groxu, our underdog still? I feel he's definitely gotten better, and I think he'll have an even better time on the next race, but do you think it will be enough to topple Randy as he's playing right now?
If he can nail those difficult strats like the Breeze Anchor, which was incredible by the way, then yes, definitely.
I think there's a world where he does. However, I'm gonna hop into the VC with him and tell him about the stipulation that if he loses. I'm just gonna hop in there real quick
Oh,
and
yeah.
have a conversation with him. Be back.
Or a commentator down to have a little pep talk with the with Groxu. Oh, but Night Shift, how do you think the races have going so far? Do you think the runners have performed to your expectation? Do you think you've been surprised in a couple of ways today?
I knew Groxu was going to go for more difficult strats, so I'm not I wasn't too surprised on the first race, but I do think he's definitely got something to prove in these next few races. That I don't think it'll be a clean sweep for Randy.
Yeah,
But
I
yes,
think.
I'm very impressed with Randy, but he's always consistent, so it's not the biggest shock in the world.
Yeah, Randy is, as you guys have touched on a lot throughout the event, Randy is a force to be reckoned with. But I'm really hopeful Groxu gets into stride. Obviously, 2-minute time difference for the better for the second race, and I hope that it repeats for the third. I would love to see this go to a race 4 and a race 5. It would be insane to watch Groxu pull this back. I'd be on the edge of my seat for that one, but I'm really excited to see how the runners perform.
Absolutely. Do we know when they're going to be ready?
They are just warming up, taking a small breather. After that race from Randy, I think a little bit of a break is sound.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool them off.
And other than his magma cone there and his trying to get into Ripto, that was a pretty much perfect run from Randy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, is
In the
that?
beginning, John as well.
Welcome back, Dylan. How's the pep talk with the runners?
Pretty good. Randy's feeling a little bit more nervous now, for good reason, but I won't disclose the information as to why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually I didn't realize this, and I didn't think about this until I happened to call with him. He actually was matching world record pace heading into Magma Cone.
Mhm.
However, the reason why I wasn't ahead is because he didn't do wrong warp, and I forgot about that until we got to that point. Because I'm just so used to him getting that wrong warp. But even without wrong warp, which is a very valuable trick, that run was still matching world record pace to Magma Cone. So
That's insane. How much does the wrong warp save in the run?
compared to wall glide, about 15 seconds, give or take.
And 15 seconds and he was tied with the record. That's insane. Hopefully this event sparks some motivation for Randy or for Groxu to push record even further than it already is. That's a great motivator, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Randy has said that he's looking to take a bit of a break from 2-Any and maybe go into 100 NLS, but if he gets some solid runs here, then maybe it might push him to go for the 19. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it would be really interesting. Obviously, like you explained, Dylan, the 15-second trick not being implemented, but still tying record pace, that is no easy feat. And I don't know what kind of things are running through Randy's head right now, but I hope they motivate him to perform well in the event and maybe runs in his own time in the future, you know?
Yeah. Another thing that we actually didn't point out that he did mess up on was the first wall glide before the one where you do the out of bounds. He also messed that up quite a few times, if you remember.
Yeah, that is true.
So realistically, he could have definitely been ahead of world record had he gotten that wall glide first try, or even went around. He probably would have been ahead by a good few seconds. So it's gonna be exciting next run.
Yep. Both runners should be off. There we go. I'm really excited for this race now, and I was actually going through the 2-Any run. I'm actually really interested because, as you guys have mentioned before, 2-Any is probably the best any percent as a community view in the trilogy, and it's really exciting to see or just to hear about the history of the category. How many runners do you think dipped their toes in the category and maybe implemented something from their vision into the category?
Truth be told, I mean, there are a lot of people who've at least played the category, come up with different ideas for gem routing, different options, whether it be climeless or non-climeless. There are a lot of aspects to 2-Any and different tricks and options you can take. I would venture to say that. Oh, did Randy miss torch jump there?
He did.
Or
Yeah,
missed
he,
the jump?
he missed the bridge
I didn't
jump
see
there.
that. I was talking. The overall history of the category is not as rich as I'd like to see it be, but it's still honestly in its fidelity. It's still a very young speed category when you think about it. As Spyro Reignited on PC has only been out for what, 3 years, give or take.
2, I think.
Yeah, about 2 years, 3 years, however long it's been. There's plenty of room for it to grow. There's a lot of options, a lot of things that Groxu's finding, experimenting with. I can definitely see this category being pushed way further, especially if we find something like Gulp Skip, for example, which
Oh,
will
yeah.
break this entire game open.
Gulp Skip is
So.
the golden goose of
Yeah.
strats. They would open a lot of doors for literally every category the game has to offer. It would be really interesting to see that being done. And obviously, leave it to Groxu. The man is a strat maestro. He's come up with a lot. He's as you guys mentioned before, hasn't been in the community for too long, but he's made a massive impact already. And give him a couple months, who knows what he'll come up with.
Absolutely.
We might have a 14 talisman category by then.
Yeah, who knows? Possible. Who knows? Maybe 40 Euro will be 40 Euro again instead of any percent NLS.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We can dream. Oh, Groxu missing that jump. Randy's behind here, by the way. I do want to point that out. The first time in this entire series, Randy's been behind. Literally, he has not been behind a single time. But Randy making that jump first try. Groxu gonna be ahead by about 8 seconds. Ooh. Ah, this is gonna be I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this.
This race is hotting up already, and we're only 2 minutes in, but I can definitely feel this one being a close one.
I can see a world where Groxu definitely brings us at least to game 4. I think Randy, he's feeling himself. He's definitely feeling himself. But that quick early mistake in Glimmer, I don't know. He usually resets pretty quickly there. So pretty sure his instincts are like, this run's already gone. I don't know how he's gonna feel about it. We'll see. Like I said before, I think Randy is a very good mental. However, when he reaches a certain point where, he makes that first mistake, he kind of begins to spiral. So we'll definitely see that as some of the more challenging levels come along if he continues in a downward trajectory. But hopefully we can keep this nice and close.
Yeah, for sure. Groxu not going for Brother Arnie strats. I can't see him going for anything too crazy this run. He definitely wants to probably sit to game 4.
Absolutely. I wish he did go for Brother Arnie strats. Neither runner going for it. Breaking my heart like always. I believe Groxu's pulling ahead by a couple more seconds here, actually. Yeah, I believe he's actually going to save another second ahead of Randy here. Not too... actually, I lied. I lied to you. Actually, he lost a second. I just can't do math.
Let's see who can nail the out of bounds the quickest.
Yeah. I wonder if both of them are going to go for the wall glide, despite them both having a lot of trouble with it last run. Let's see. Groxu's going for it. He's not afraid. See, one thing that I think separates 8th, incredible. First try, great job. See if Randy can get it.
Very nice. Will he go for the button skip?
Ooh, Randy missing it. Randy
Yeah, he's
missing
going
it
to be
twice.
going for the button skip here.
Getting it the third time. Not too bad.
Lovely stuff. Oh, he does actually collect the 20 gems there.
Oh, okay. But like I was saying, one thing that separates a good runner from a great runner, in my opinion, is their ability to be confident despite, maybe failing a couple tricks here and there. Their ability to just continue going for them despite having maybe some insecurity about them. And
I cannot relate to that one.
I'm sure we've all chickened out on strats before. It's part of the runs, But I think that's definitely something that divides an average runner from a great runner, for sure.
Groxu's going to finish like 20 seconds ahead of Randy here. No, but maybe not 20. 15.
About like.
Yeah,
Truly, a lot of that comes from not the level, but the failed wall glides there did cost Randy quite a few seconds.
Sure. And obviously, Groxu doing the faster button skip on top of that.
Much like Randy was on a very quick Hub 1 pace last run, Groxu is actually putting together quite a good Hub 1.
Now, Groxu has struggled with this turtle in previous runs, so let's see if he can get it first time today.
Oh, looks like he's going to be good. Yeah, he's got this.
Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Pretty much as good as it can be. He can do it without like one less flame than he did, but he wanted to take the time to
Oh
set
no,
up.
he hit the death plane.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate.
That's all of his lead. Unless Randy, oh, he's struggling with the turtle. He needs to flame the turtle. He needs to get out of there. Whoa.
Oh, he's just got through.
I have not seen that ever work for somebody.
This has now become a very tight race.
If you look at the timers, they're lined up with each other. And Groxu, oh no, he's having trouble with the out of bounds now. Oh, he got through. Okay. Surprised that worked.
Randy completing that flawlessly. Okay, he's through. Now, before he went just too low. As you can see, there's a layer of water below him, and if you hit that, you die.
All right,
Yeah.
Groxu gonna be behind by about 15 following the split. That's a heartbreaker considering he was ahead by about 15 going in, but you win some, you lose some. The volatility of this category is just on full display here, truly. All right, lower in the wall. Yeah, this is definitely the most thrilling race so far, Paul. I 100% agree with you. I also want to take a quick moment and say a quick shout out to our sponsors. Raid Shadow Legends, thank you for sponsoring the stream. If you use code SPRASH_HD in the coupon shop, you'll get a free $20 worth of in-game cosmetics. That's a complete lie. I just wanted to see if anybody would laugh at it. Thank you.
I booted up my app and everything. Damn. I wish. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future we could have a Sprash HD sponsorship. Sadly, you got me all excited. Yeah. I got my phone out and everything. I was all, oh, but yeah, it's a shame. I mean, who knows? If the event goes well and the people keep enjoying it, maybe Raid Shadow Legends can come knocking. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. The gap between the two runners sticking about the same as they head towards Crush. Again, this could change literally with Crush. Groxu gets 2 double hits, Randy doesn't, he's ahead. Randy gets 2 double hits, he's just extending a lead. As we saw last run, Randy got both, but the story very well could be different here. Looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 races, I wasn't really that, I was into them. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't like as invested as I am in this one. Maybe it's because it's the potential end game, but it's definitely heating up. All right, both runners getting a nice quick crush fight, and unfortunately I don't have audio. Very hard to tell if they do get the double hits. I believe Randy might have gotten the first one.
Yeah, there are a couple of tricks in this category that are very reliant on audio cues, so unfortunately we can't really tell if we've got them until we see it.
Yeah, sad as it is, but either way we move. Ooh, Groxu getting the life a little early, but it's not too big a deal. He wants to be on green sparks more or less heading into Crystal Glacier because he wants to save a couple extra seconds with a little bit of a death abuse animation as you're doing the soul dupe. So it's not too bad that he's down 1. Unless he didn't get any double hits. Crush down on Randy's side. I don't believe he got a double hit either.
No.
Well, the gap is sticking about where it was.
Right. 15 to 20, yeah, 15 seconds.
Yeah. It could all change in a split though, as we'll always say with this category. I don't believe Crystal Glacier is going to be the split where it changes back, though, because both runners super consistent. We haven't seen either of them make a single mistake in this level all day. So, I'm pretty confident they're both going to put together a very solid Crystal Glacier. Bringing the Eskimos. I called them Ice Climbers earlier because I couldn't remember the name. Ooh, Ren again, the early text on him. Very nice. It saves, again, a couple seconds. Not too much, but a couple seconds in this category. Equatable to, quite a bit in a longer category, so. I'm not gonna sit here and try to do Steiner maths with time, but we're doing a little bit with those couple seconds, we'll say.
What would happen if you added Bobby Bill into the mix?
And if we add Bobby Bill into the mix, then you and me have a 2/3% chance at winning at sacrifice.
His
And
chance
if
would
you add
probably
Kurt Angle,
drastic go down. I think.
something like that. Both runners nailing Soul Dupe.
What a
once again.
surprise!
You saw what Groxu did there. He actually jumped out of the water to jump back in because he was on green sparks when he hit. That let him die a little bit quicker and save a little bit of time. It's not much, but like I said, every second counts. Especially when you're going up against Kurt Angle at Sacrifice. I mean, Samoa Joe, sorry. Anyway. See both runners go for a height cap. Well, Randy's already done, actually. Grox's going for the height cap, rather.
Beautiful stuff
Absolutely.
from both
Like I
rounds. Solid
yeah.
run so far.
Yeah. Curse of Glacier, like I said, probably their most consistent level. I haven't seen either of them make any like real mistakes. Their lines have been very good.
Yeah.
Been getting their
This
yeah.
next level here is definitely gonna split some hairs, I think.
Randy, he's been nailing it today. He has been. I have to give him his credit, but I have seen him go as far as like missing this jump several times. And who knows, maybe Groxu's gonna pull another rabbit out of the hat, go for anchor, which if he does, I respect that for
If
one.
he does, he could pull even.
Yeah.
But if it
Randy
goes wrong,
misses this.
it's a bad time.
Let's see. No auto, however, he makes it. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Randy,
Okay, let's see Groxu.
Captain Consistency. This is his ship.
Okay, part 2. He's doing it.
Oh,
no. That is so unfortunate from Groxu right there.
That's massive time loss.
That is a big boy time loss.
He has to go again. Yeah. Oh, geez. This is do or die for Groxu, actually, I think.
If he
Obviously-
hits this, he could still... Yeah, okay. He's still in this. Lost quite a fair chunk of time, but he can still definitely catch up.
Yeah.
It's such a good looking trick, though.
Coming out, he's going to be about 30 seconds behind now. But we could obviously see Randy fail this wall glide about 55 times here at Skelos, despite it being arguably the easiest wall glide in the game.
No, he hits it.
Yeah. Literally, he got it like. I think you can get that wall glide like a little bit slower too. He got like as fast as you can too.
Yeah.
Very quick hover. All right. Still a fairly close race despite Randy now pulling a level ahead. Skelos, literally the quickest level in the game, pretty much.
Okay. Randy exited Skelos at 10:26. So let's see how far behind Groxu is.
About like 32 seconds, yeah.
Yeah. You know, mag moves will definitely change it, everything.
All right. Heading into Metro, I would say Randy definitely has the edge in speedways. One thing that Groxu has mentioned to me in the past is he is awful at speedways. And let me tell you, after watching and verifying many a Groxu run, yeah, he's pretty bad at speedways. Metro, however, I would say is one of the stronger ones. So I'm not too concerned that he's going to lose too much time here compared to Randy. But Randy, oh, man.
Look at these
there's something-
lines. Beautiful.
There's just something about hitting all those workers. I don't know what it is. Like, it just looks so nice. He missed the pelican, unfortunately. The seagull, rather. Pelicans are kind of...
That is not a pelican.
No, those have bigger beaks. Yeah, Randy... he just makes it look like art sometimes, man. Specifically Metro Speedway, I find to be so satisfying to watch from him.
Yeah. I'd like to see him go for some ILs at some point.
Yeah.
Missing the pause there.
You want to say Groxu's also putting together a stellar Metro.
Oh, you
I
had
say I
to
need
open
lungs.
your mouth, didn't you?
Oh,
Dylan.
no.
Dylan, why did you have to talk?
He's definitely losing another couple seconds here now because of that. Unfortunately, I did have to speak there and jinx my boy, but we move. Yeah, Commentators curse. Oh no. Yeah, losing probably about like 6 to what Randy did. And we got the pause though. Let's go. Oh, I just realized Randy made the jump. That's pretty bad for Groxu. He was hoping probably that Randy did miss, because that would have pulled him back. Probably about as much as
This
he
trick
lost.
could lose Randy some time.
Yeah, let's lose him a little bit with that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there we go.
Oh,
This is
jeez.
definitely Groxu's opportunity to catch up.
He needs to make this.
Oh,
Oh, and he
no.
doesn't.
Absolute
He doesn't make
disaster class on stream right
it.
now.
Randy's going for it a second time. He's not afraid.
Yeah, there we go.
Neither runner putting together. Ooh, auto hovers. This auto hover is very brutal, because you can get that so many. All right, Randy makes it. All right.
Yeah, Groxu makes the big jump, and he's now heading into Scorch. Randy, though.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez.
Randy falling, and
This is
They-
Groxu's opportunity. This
Yeah.
is legitimately. This is now anybody's game, I would say.
they are now back on an even playing field.
Oh, Groxu messing up the line there. We said before, both runners incredibly good. However, even the best mess up sometime. But seeing them both, yeah, about on pace with each other. Oh, Groxu, he's struggling to get on top of that.
Randy has just given up. He's
Oh, jeez.
going for the old right now.
Oh, Groxu's going for the win still. I
Grox-
respect this from
Groxu's,
Groxu.
Groxu's in the red now.
Oh, jeez. This is not good. Alright, Groxu, if he makes this, both runners should exit this with about the same time. Yeah, okay.
Okay. That was not the best showcase I've seen at this level.
Absolutely not. That's, but that level brings them 6 seconds apart.
Okay.
Randy had an awful time in that level. Like, I can't emphasize how bad that was for Randy, considering how well he's done in the last 2 runs. That's gotta shake up his confidence.
Absolutely.
And like I said, he spirals. So I wouldn't be too surprised if now he flubs Magma Cone here, or makes a mistake or 2 up ahead. Fracture Hills, probably hard to make mistakes in, I would say.
Yes, very much an auto scroller unless you get eaten by a bush.
Yeah, I get him by a bush too. Who knows? But take another quick moment to talk about runners here. If you guys don't know Randy, very long time member of the SRT community. Like I said, joined about the same time, a little over a year and a year and a half. No, like year and 2-3 months maybe. Been around, literally done about every category, every non-completion category at the very least. To Any being, again, his hallmark, his staple, what he looks to. However, Groxu, much more well known for 40 Orb and the exploits that he's shown and been able to find in that category. Both runners, very skilled, very seasoned runners for Spyro 2 specifically. Like, this is their bread and butter. Like, this is the game they want to play. If I'm playing Spyro 3, Logic's playing Spyro 3, these guys are playing Spyro 2. That's what they want. So it's actually really sick to see them up against each other in a race, despite it being I don't want to say an uneven playing field for Groxu, but definitely a little
RTA-wise,
more.
they are neck and neck.
Yeah, can I just say that little twirl by Spyro looked
Yeah,
amazing.
that was good.
But it's definitely really sick to see 2 of the best Spyro 2 runners up against each other, despite, I would say, one having a category, a little bit more advantage in the category, rather. Alright, both runners head into Magma Cone. Groxu heading in a little bit ahead RTA.
This could make or break either of these runners' runs.
Yeah. Literally, it could come down to Magma Cone here. Alright. Both enemies cleaned up by Groxu. And the vase. Hopefully no Invisibonks. Goes around, lands it. Randy can't miss this. Oh, he grabbed. I don't know why he stopped to grab the gems. Oh, he
Oh.
needs to.
Oh
That's
no,
really bad.
Groxu failed it as well.
Oh, jeez. Why is he
Yeah.
dying? I don't know why he didn't just quick game continue. He just lost so much extra time by dying.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to save him time RTA, but, like, loadlessly, that lost him probably an extra, like, 4 seconds on top of what he was already losing. That's a heartbreaker for both runners.
I don't know. He didn't have to recollect
Wait, I
the
don't-
2 souls, so it might not have lost him much time.
I don't know if he doesn't have to, because you need a save. Do you get a save along here?
True.
I don't... Well, no, the power-up's active. Never mind. Oh, he didn't wait for the stone. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. That might... If Randy lands this, it's probably it for Groxu. I hate to say it, but that...
Yeah, that's a killer. That is. Oh, Randy getting.
Oh!
Oh,
Randy
my-
gets it. He
he
makes...
is actually blessed. He should not have made that.
No, dude, he completely missed that.
Groxu really struggling now.
Oh, he's
But-
having...
The tilt is set in.
Yeah, he's... So I said Randy spirals, but it appears that out of the two that failed this... Oh, no. Oh, Groxu. I hate to say this, but I think Randy's running away with this.
It's getting a bit sad now.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate for Groxu. It appears that
I mean, that's what we've been talking about for this entire run. Like, the volatility of these tricks is crazy.
if you guys are wondering why they quit game and continue there, when you fall down into that pit, you literally need... Oh god, Groxu is just having
What
a
is it that
bad time.
Groxu's struggling with? Is it just the
He's
turn around the
turning
corner?
late. Yeah, he's turning super late, and he knows he can't make it. Like yep.
There we go.
You just need to be on like the right turn there, otherwise you won't make it. I think he is being a little it's definitely on tilt. You can tell by how he's playing, but the reason why they need to quick game continue there, both Randy and Groxu, is because if you fall into that pit, you literally just cannot get back up. You don't have climb, so you have no physical way to get up there.
Okay.
All right.
He's done it.
Man. Groxu finally getting out of Magma Cone. I gotta say, I wonder if Groxu's regretted messing around in game 1. I'd imagine at this point he might be. He might be feeling that. Oh, this run started out. This game 3 started out really close, but as time has gone on, it seems like I can't imagine. It would we would need Randy to basically fail Zephyr a handful of times probably for Groxu to come back.
And
I just
Groxu
don't
did
see
do
it
that last
happening.
run, so
Yeah, I mean it's possible. I just don't know if I see it happen.
we'll have to see. There, Groxu now coming into Shady Oasis here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as we said, there's nothing you can do about time in this level. You've just got
Yeah.
to wait for Shorty to haul all the way to the end of the level.
Yep. Despite what I said earlier about Randy, doing a little bit of spiraling when he gets on a downtrend, it seems like he's actually just, maintaining. He only grabs one of the 5s. I don't understand what the point in that was.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Doesn't particularly matter because I believe you only need 500 because you need to buy Zephyr and Icy, but
Yeah,
It's
it
not
just
too
needs
big.
7 more gems.
yeah, it's not too big. You'll be able to get those in Zephyr. Groxu making his way through. Once again, though, I think it's gonna take a lot for Randy to end up losing this, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll see how his Zephyr goes.
I don't really at this point. I don't think it's Groxu's game to win. I think it's Randy's game to lose.
For sure, for sure.
It's definitely. Randy makes the first out of bounds. Let's see how he does in this jump here. Like I said, we're gonna need him to fail it a couple of times if Groxu wants to have any aspect of a chance. But
I don't think
Ooh,
he's failing it.
nope.
No. Perfect from
Randy.
Randy.
As always, Mr. Consistency, Mr. Too Any. Oh god. Randy putting on a murder here. Poor Groxu. I can't really say it's a murder truly because frankly both runners have had I would say subpar runs for their standards.
Yeah, the Scorch really took out of him.
Randy doing a little bit of rolling around at the speed of sound. Just like the blue blur, which Sonic is modeled after clearly. Alright. I know they agreed on it, but I honestly wouldn't mind if Groxu just went for no icy.
That would be very funny.
I really wouldn't mind it. I'd like to see just some way for him to pull it back. Even then, I actually don't know if that's enough, as sad as that sounds. That magma cone really, really put him in a bad spot.
Okay, let's see if Groxu can nail this Zephyr. Because in the last run he fell down twice. That lost him a lot of time.
Alright. Oh!
Oh,
Ooh,
he was
almost fell.
close.
Yeah. But at least he made it. Randy zooming through. I see. Truly, I doubt that Groxu won't do icy. But, like I said, I definitely wouldn't mind. Yeah, he's gonna go in. That's fine. Just to see these runners at least bring this back a little closer. Alright. Randy Guidebooks to Gulp, and he's ready to go for level storage.
Do you think he's going to hit it first time?
Absolutely. I've never seen Randy not hit it first time.
You know, I'm going to put my neck on the line. He's going to miss it.
Alright. That's 5 gifteds.
Oh. We'll get the raid money in for that.
Oh, baby.
See? Look at that.
Oh, God. There's 5 gifteds. They're gone. Alright. Logic, pay up. That's your money I'm spending.
Oh, Groxu nearly falling into the water right there.
Oh god, I'm gonna be broke by the end of this. Oh jeez.
Going for. I don't know what Groxu can do here. Oh,
don't do that to me, Groxu.
Oh.
My heart's in my chest.
I mean, I hope it is.
Yeah.
If it was somewhere else, I'd be concerned.
My
Getting run over by the snowmobile there.
Randy's,
I don't think I've ever seen that animation before.
Randy's just jumping into that goat ball.
Ooh. He leaves that ice climber for later.
Interesting.
I
These two have been doing very different routes, and I'm not sure which is the quickest.
don't think he was supposed to. Because you're still supposed to end on this arch. No. What? No, wait, what? What's happening?
Where are we?
I don't think he realized he missed it.
Oh, Randy 0 for 3 on the pauses.
Randy, throw him for content. Nothing new for him.
Groxu could get back into this.
I mean, I don't know about that. He's a minute behind regardless. It's, even if he nails it first try and Randy gets it like now, still gonna be a minute behind loadless.
Yeah, that's true.
It's gonna take a lot, for Randy to like. He would need to continue missing.
Well,
He's
doing it.
continuing to miss it.
0 for 4 now.
You might be right. Who knows? Who knows? Groxu just needs a first try. Let's see him get it.
Everyone's missing it.
So if you guys aren't familiar with this pause, it again, just like everything else in this run, very difficult. It is frame perfect. You want to land, and you can pause buffer it. These guys are trying to pause buffer it. However, they're unfortunately just not landing on the frame where you can get a exit level,
Oh,
which Randy just
Randy's
did.
hit it.
Yep.
This
Yes,
time,
Metro
lucky.
Speedway. The oh, and Groxu hits it. The oh, also Metro, double Metro. The comeback.
Pause.
Pause. The if you're doing any percent, like you're running this competitively and you're not doing icy, which I mean, I guess you can do icy and still be pseudo competitive. The one you want to get is Metro Speedway, which you can tell the difference between icy and Metro based off the skybox you get behind Spyro as they're flying in. Groxu messing up level storage. If you're curious, he is not supposed to have this, and I think that's just the run dead.
Absolute scenes. You hate to see it.
If Groxu hadn't already lost here, I unfortunately think that's the nail in the coffin.
Very
That's
unfortunate
heartbreaking.
there. What is it that causes that?
So pretty much what happens is there's a set of inputs that you do while in that cutscene. What happens is you do, I believe you get Metro, it's back left for about a split second, and then down into the portal. And from there, you want to do a set of inputs while you're in the portal. You see Spyro loaded, and you hear him start flying. You'll press the pause button, you'll mash A, and then you'll skip the cutscene as soon as you see that little dragon indicator in the bottom right. If you don't do that quickly enough, unfortunately, you just don't get level storage properly. So right now, Groxu can technically kill Gulp or die or whatever. However, he's just going to be stuck in a weird purgatory, which we're probably not going to see. He's probably just going to chill here and stare at Gulp because that's who Groxu is as a person. He just really likes how Gulp looks, which, in fairness, look at that wagon. Look at it go.
The only way you can fix this is by completely resetting your game, right?
Exactly. Unfortunately, there's no current way to fix it. Groxu getting the skill point at least. I respect that. Alright, Randy and Mecha Gulp. We actually haven't been talking about Randy, just so focused on Groxu, unfortunately. Seeming like, man, he's put together a rough set of runs for him. I know he was running this morning. He was pretty hot, putting together world record pace runs literally the entire time, pretty much. So it's definitely a little bit tilting for him, I'd imagine, to put together a performance like this on the Sprash HD races here. Randy heading to phase 3, looking like a mid-25 pace. Pretty respectable time, I would say, especially doing icy.
Especially after the scorch you had.
After the scorch, after the magma cone, after a lot of things, I would say. It's been a... I mean, he lost about 10 to 15 in Glimmer as well.
Oh yeah, he missed the jump on that as well. Well, it does look like Randy will be taking this series 3-0. With a time of 25:31, I believe that was.
Yeah.
So, GG's to everyone.
Big GG's, Randy.
Commiserations to Groxu.
I wonder if he's going to go for double hits here in the gold fight. Wonder if we're going to see him go for some triples.
But aren't dropping eggs anymore. Right, a final prediction. Tunnel of Love. Who are we getting?
Alright, it's got to be the Fawn from Fracture Hills, right?
Okay, it's going to be the chef.
That's the Nah, the victory lap's got to be the Fawn, surely. Alright, 5 more of Logic's gift subs on this.
Chef.
We'll see who it goes to.
Oh, Greta.
Neither of us. Logic saved. Oh,
Thank God. Whew, okay.
wipes the sweat off his brow for that one.
Yeah, I was nervous. Okay, so that concludes the 2NE showcase with these two runners. We're now going to be dragging the runners into the VC to get their general overview. But before that, both Dylan and New Night Shift, how do you feel the showcase was today?
Really good. A lot of cool tricks showcased. A bit unfortunate for Groxu, you know. It just wasn't his day today, but we all know how good of a runner he is, so he'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is definitely not the last time we'll see Groxu doing one of these races. I'd actually genuinely like to see them run this back someday because I think if Groxu takes it a bit more seriously, puts it in that game one, and you know, it's a little more time maybe. I don't know what's happening with Gulp there. That's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, Gulp's a little confused.
He's having a moment. Ooh, it's his now. I think he can definitely put together a much closer series with Randy. I think both runners are capable of much better runs than what we saw today. But I really appreciate Groxu going out of his way to showcase a lot of the more unknown tricks in the category, and even nailing quite a few of them. I would say, like the Aquaria Tower skip he did. He didn't get Brother Arnie skip, which does break my heart, but definitely an interesting showcase. I enjoyed myself. I think both runners did their best, and that's all we can ask for.
All right, well, I appreciate you guys on commentary. You both did a tremendous job. I'm gonna be dragging you guys out and then the runners in to see how they thought about the runs today. But I appreciate the work and commentary today, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
Thank you guys so very much. All right, we are now going to bring in the runners to see their thoughts on the race. Welcome, runners.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so congrats on the runs, lads. It was a brilliant showcase. Randy, being the winner, how do you feel you performed today?
Honestly, like I thought I did pretty well. Like the last race definitely was the worst race for me. Failing in Scorch and failing in Magma Cone kind of sucked. And then missing level storage boss like 5 times. But I don't know. I thought I played pretty well, kind of across the board. I had some like bigger gaps, like especially that second race. That 2405 could have been like a 22 if I didn't fuck up at the end.
Right.
But yeah, it was definitely really fun. I like showing this category and being able to show it with like adding an IC and not doing wrong warp. It makes the category much more watchable than just resetting due to like RNG stuff.
I appreciate that, Randy. And Groxu, sorry to say that you sadly didn't perform maybe the way you wanted to today. How do you feel you did overall, though?
Well, this category sucks. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I said, you don't have to say it, so I said it. You don't have to thank me. Yeah, you can see the prime example of why it sucks. It's very cool because actually it doesn't suck. It's very cool because constantly the adventure continues, and we're adventurers in this very beautiful world, I guess. So
I mean, although the performances may not have been what you guys wanted, they did make for great viewing, because even in that third race, although maybe the both of you have your quarrels with that run, it was actually very, very close. The lead was switching back and forth, sadly, until the soft lock. It was a shame. But for the second and third race, although you guys may feel you didn't do as well as you could have, it still made for really great viewing content, so I want to thank you guys for that.
Dude, the second race out of Scorch, we were like, I was 6 seconds ahead, like going into the home stretch of the run.
Yeah,
which was like nuts. It
very
really
close.
that race just came down to Scorch and Magma,
Yeah.
and Groxu got a lot of time back in Scorch because I just completely fucked it up, and then he kind of just messed up in Magma, so it kind of gave me basically the time to play around.
Right. Based off of this showcase, do you feel like you guys would want to do a run back in the future to maybe sell the score?
Racing to Any, by the way. I'm going to say it off stream. I wanted to say that like after the stream, like in between ourselves, but in my opinion, like Racing to Any is kind of obviously it's cool to see the category, especially since like you just zoom through the game, right? You just go as fast as possible. You just go straight basically as fast as you can to fight all the bosses and stuff. But this category is by far the hardest category in the game currently. There's like in terms of like tricks and movement and stuff, this category is by far the hardest, and you could very clearly see that it is in that race that basically top three, well, two out of three best people in this category just failed miserably many tricks in the category. So it's difficult. It's difficult to say whether it's a pleasant experience to play and watch the category, but depends. Depends.
Do you agree with that, Randy? Do you want to pitch in on some thoughts yourself?
Yeah, like I really like showing it off. Racing it is just like Groxu said, it's really tough because we had to kind of put restrictions on it to make it watchable.
Yeah.
And doing that obviously makes it really cool, like to see the wall glides, to see Icy, to see us not resetting the game, basically, and it's just a tough run. As you saw, like Groxu said, we're two of the three best runners of this category. I've been running this category for over a year. I've put like over 1,000 hours into this category alone, and yet I'm still fucking like Glimmer up.
Yeah.
Like, it's an insanely tough run. It's really rewarding when it goes well, and I thought we definitely had like a lot of good moments in it. Like I got my magma cones for the first two races were nuts. Groxu got first time anchor jump like in Breeze. Like we had a lot of good stuff. Then it sucks just when you mess up and have to go back to the start of magma cone.
Right.
But yeah, but I had fun. I mean, obviously I'm biased because I won, but I had fun. I thought I love 2NE. It's my baby, so.
Well, even though, again, maybe you guys have quarrels the runs, I think everyone in chat could agree that this is it. Like you guys said, this is an extremely difficult category, and you two definitely put on a good show. The races were very close. Race 2 and 3 were incredibly close, so we want to thank you guys for that.
Yeah.
But
it was fun.
Yeah. Do you guys want to give yourselves some shouts for the before the relay packs up?
I guess just follow my Twitch. I do mainly 2NE, but who knows? I might be moving to a new category. I might be learning something new today. We'll see. I'm on twitch.tv/SirRandyBobandy, and follow me on Twitter for funny memes that I retweet. And hi Chanel, by the way. Gotta give a quick shout out to Chanel.
Of course. And then Groxu, do you want to shout yourself out as well?
No.
Oh. the standard.
Do not use your Twitch Prime on twitch.tv/Groxu321.
Don't you come to my stream. If I see you, banned forever.
You heard it, guys. You heard it. Nah, but honestly, Groxu and Randy, check both of them out. Extremely talented runners. Thank you guys so much for coming in and doing the races and giving your post-race summary on everything. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah.
No problem. Thank you guys. Alright. Well, that concludes the 2NE segment of the event. I really appreciate everyone coming out. I think personally it went really well. Race 2 and 3 was very, very close. It was a joy to watch. And respect to both runners for really putting in a shift. The commentators too, Night Shift and Dylan, check them out on Twitch. The names below their first name are their Twitch names. Mr. Night Shift and Dylan J. Fox on Twitch. Give them some support as well. They also did a tremendous job on commentary. I really appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Insologic on the hosting role, but I really appreciate you guys coming out. Next week we will have the Crash event, and I believe we have something spicy coming up. I believe we have a very interesting race coming up, so I hope to see you guys there again. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.